How do you make the roots of your hair strong? Let's talk about it today. This is Dr. Dwella Moten Nelson, your healthy scalp specialist. So, if you think about the roots of your hair, the roots of your hair are on your scalp. Your hair that grows out of your roots, or the hair that you style, or your brush or your comb, that hair doesn't need as much attention as, say, the hair that's growing out of your roots or your scalp. So that's where the nutrition and the blood flow, that's all super important for helping your hair to grow. So let's talk about that. Let's get to the root of things. So if you think about your root of your hair, your blood flow that comes through your body, it also goes through the root areas of your hair. So you want to make sure that you are eating a great diet. You want to eat lots of healthy fruits and vegetables. You want to try to eat those daily. If you can possibly eat fresh fruits and vegetables daily, that will really help with your hair growth. You want to make sure you're also getting enough protein. A big part of being able to grow healthy hair is having enough protein in your diet as well. So making sure that you're eating nice, lean, healthy protein. The other thing I'll say is if you're not taking a multivitamin or like a skin, nail, and hair vitamin, I love those. I take skin, nail, and hair vitamin once a day. I generally take mine at nighttime before bed, but people, if they, can decide kind of when you want to take them. I prefer to take them at nighttime because my body's at rest. I just feel that when I take my vitamins at nighttime and my body's at rest, my body can really absorb more of those vitamins, and my body will really be able to use those vitamins more efficiently when my body is at rest. I know you have questions about your hair growth, how to grow your hair in, what you should be doing. You may be a little bit nervous about asking a question, but I really want to hear from you because I want to help you. I want to help you to grow your hair in, to get your hair as healthy as possible. Please leave me messages below or comments below so that I can answer your questions. I'm here to help. Whereas if I'm up in the daytime and I take them during the daytime, I'm flushing my system constantly with water. So it's important to take them at a time that, in my opinion, taking them at night gives your body a good chance of being able to absorb them at the maximum capacity. One thing that we often don't talk about is stress. And we all know that stress is absolutely linked to people losing hair and linked to hair loss. And why is that so? Because when we're stressed, normally our blood pressure is not what it should be. It's a little bit high, it's elevated. Generally, we don't eat as well as we would eat if we're not stressed out, or if we eat at all, we eat at a time that's not optimal for our body to absorb what it should be absorbing. When we're stressed, also our ability to handle our day to day. If I'm very stressed and I have to do my hair, I will put that on the back burner because it's not as important as making a dinner for my family. So, our hair care becomes kind of pushed down as far as the tier of importance. As we're more and more stressed, we tend to not care for our hair as much. So I think, being able to find ways to manage your stress, if you have a stressful life, if you have a lot going on, if you have children and jobs and businesses, finding an outlet where you can really have some downtime and have some time to de-stress, it will also help your hair growth. Also, scalp massages. Scalp massages are amazing because they increase the blood flow. So you already have blood going through your body and pushing blood up to your scalp, but to increase that blood flow. And the reason we always talk about blood flow, why is it important? Because the more circulation that you have at the scalp, the more possibility for that fresh blood to come there and to give the scalp and give the follicles the nutrients that it needs. And your follicles need that nutrients to be able to grow. So massaging your scalp with your hands or massaging your scalp with the manual scalp massager, absolutely fantastic. So those things will really help you to be able to keep your roots as healthy as possible. The other thing you want to be careful about is shampooing too much. When you shampoo your scalp, you want your scalp to be healthy and clean, but when you over shampoo, you risk drying your scalp out. You risk your scalp getting very dry and having flakiness. When your scalp is dry, it's very easy with a comb to scrape it and to cause it to bleed. So, try not to over shampoo, and your cosmetologist can help you with that. They can tell you how often you need to shampoo your scalp and your hair to keep it clean. If possible, try to do a scalp detox every 3 months. You don't have to do that every single week. And a scalp detox will just include a formula that really gets down and cleans out those pores, cleans out those follicles, cleans the excess sebum that's on the scalp, cleans that all away. If you think about how you deep clean your carpet, right? So, you might vacuum your carpet every day and it'll just get everything off the top. That's your normal wash. But say if you think about a deep clean or like a detox, it's more like doing a deep clean of your carpet. So you're getting down into that carpet and you're getting out old stains of, soda pop that might have wasted on the floor. So you're really getting a deep clean to the scalp when you do a detox. And that you only need to do, say, every 3 to 4 months, and you don't need to do it very often. The other thing I'll say is be careful of chemical treatments. When you're putting chemicals on your scalp, whether it's a bleach or whether it's a perm or whether it's a colorant, this is a chemical that you're putting onto your scalp. And by you doing that, you're causing your follicles to be compromised, the health of your follicles to be compromised. And the way that I look at, should I put something on my scalp or should I put something on my hair? I know that these beautiful colors are vibrant and they're gorgeous. And, using a bleach, if it's done properly by a licensed cosmetologist, your hair can still remain very healthy. By putting these things onto your skin, because some of it will get onto your skin, which is your scalp. It really can damage your scalp and it could cause your scalp to not be as healthy as possible. So I would caution against using those. The way I think about it is my scalp is an extension of my face, the skin on my face. Would I put a bleach on my face? Generally not. Would I put a colorant that is going to be irritating on my face? Probably not. When you put a perm onto your hair and it starts to burn, just imagine if you had that on your face. It's just that our face might be more sensitive, but it's an extension of the skin on your face that's on your head. So be gentle with your scalp, especially if you're having thinning hair or having issues with alopecia or bald spots. I would try to get your scalp as healthy as possible and stay away from those things that really could cause issue with your scalp being as healthy as possible. So if you're trying to keep your roots as healthy as possible, we recommend Dr. Topic Oil's Healthy Scalp Elixir Growth Kit. In this kit, it has everything that you need to give extra nutrients to the scalp and help your hair to grow, help your scalp to be as healthy as possible, and also to help you to have a full, healthy, growing head of hair. So those were several proven tips that we know will absolutely help you to keep your roots nice and strong. Thank you for listening. This is Dr. Dwella Moten Nelson, your healthy scalp specialist.